Move on. Okay, so I'm striking upward, I'm striking outward. I'm going to still stay coming up underneath targets as opposed to going down on the targets. So up under the cheekbone, you have a facial nerve that runs right from the branch of the facial nerve right along underneath the cheek. Now the cheekbone itself is hiding the nerve per se, so that's why when you get punched in the face, you don't go unconscious, because the nerve and the blood vessel underlying are tucked up underneath. You need to get up underneath that bone. So with the iron bone hand, what's going to happen is you're going to come underneath and you're going to get the bone right in back of that zygomatic arch here. So what I want to do is I want to strike up and in, sending the message in a trajectory right into the head. And if you looked at my Kyusho hack video, there is one on the trajectories and how to use that aspect, and that's one of the targets as well. So you would come up underneath with the rotation of the hand to dig that knuckle up under the target, but also in back and pushing out against the bone to really pinch that nerve in that blood vessel. In the jaw, we have up underneath the cheekbone, we have what's called the infraorbital nerve structure, and we have nerve structures up underneath. It's small intestine 18. Okay. In back of the ear, you've seen on many, many films we've used triple warmer number 17, one of the favorites of many Kyusho practitioners around the world. Okay. If I were to grab with my fingers, using the pressure, you can see that this weakens the body and it makes the person want to lift. Now, at the same time as I'm coming in, what I'm going to do is grab, for security, use my whole hand and stretch that nerve down. That will weaken the body considerably, as you can see. At the same time, even though my thumb is seemingly dormant and not doing anything, it's mainly this, or now that you've seen the last technique, you can see how this applies as well. But you've got to take in effect everything in that hand position. It can't be anything just sitting there waiting for something to happen. It has to have a proactive role. So if I've placed my thumbs right up underneath small intestine 18s on both sides, and here, and I push, I can cause a great effect on the person. Yeah. You okay?
Yes.
Okay, do you remember anything?
Maybe.
Okay. Also what this does is by jerking the head back rapidly, okay, on this technique, I'm going to show you one in a second using the blood pool hand that does the same head jerk reaction, but it affects two different nerve structures. At the base of the brain, we have something called a reticular activating system, okay, and it's a system that induces sleep in a human being. Okay, by jerking the head back fast or rapidly, sometimes you could do it going to the side as well, or even giving the head a twist. Once that gets activated quickly, it can cause altered states of consciousness. Not only by pushing up on the nerves, okay, and pushing on the nerves is causing that altered state, but so is the quick action of the head and neck. This is one I want to caution you on. Without experience, you shouldn't be just jerking someone's head back or forth. You could cause damage to the spine, and it's not what we intend to do. This was light enough to get his head to jerk back, but without the damage. You have to develop that touch, and that's why using a qualified instructor to learn Kyusho is invaluable.